It's week 2 of the National Football League. And
the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but we create space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, 49ers. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
It's complete to Cole. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hillman. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there and worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 21 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Evades the tackler, and now some space.
Missed.
This will not go down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say,
but now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going. And not realizing the danger lurks.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
To review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Hillman again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Texans 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Taking on defense there. They were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They go play action with Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. As this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Richardson off the play fake. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They give it this time to Hillman up the gut. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hillman again, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. It's Hillman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Hillman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Trenton Simpson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. play action. Now Richardson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He juked him, powering his way forward. Now a hit and a loose football. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 20, here's the second down and 9. Off play action, Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff, Ronnie Hillman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can really perform effectively against that defense.
Give him 3 on the first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
That's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second and 7 from the 20. Now Hillman, he has been active this afternoon. We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on, boys, you got this. You got to score right now.
Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he is going to have a Texans first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Richardson looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run here with Hillman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll run again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone.
Under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith dropping him for the 2nd straight play. I want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On the return, Jackson. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. This is 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Hillman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They go to Hillman on the screen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Richardson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Niners first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
First down, San Francisco.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Now Lawrence. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Hillman. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs.
Talk quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, break it the football, get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put and then execute his ball.
14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Hillman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
49ers 17. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Up shop again offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On first down, Lawrence completes it to Davis. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. It's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Hillman. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.